Hello everyone. Today we are going to have interview with Professor Sindhu about the Buddhist religion. And hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Nice to meet you here.
Nice to meet you too. So first question is what makes Buddhism unique or different than other religions?
It's a great question. So we have a lot of religions and spiritual process, and some of the main religions are Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, and Buddhism. But what makes Buddhism special? What makes Buddhism unique? Okay, first of all, I would say Buddhism works with our inner self.
Mhm.
It's what we call mind. Yes,
Mhm.
Buddhism is closer to psychology than religion, but of course can have all the elements of religion. But I think that what makes unique Buddhism is that everyone can just put in practice the teachings of Buddha as compassion and also related with the control of our negative emotions. That is something really important nowadays because people are having conflicts each other or with themselves. And in Buddha explains that every aspect of suffering, yes, comes from our mind and comes from our negative emotions.
Mhm. Wonderful explanation and thank you so much. So I have a second question to ask. Can normal people practice Buddhism without being a part of a sect, group, or religion?
Oh, the question is yes, of course. Uh, as you see, for example, a mother has love for her son or for her kids. And that's part of Buddhism love, compassion. It's what we call Dharma. So, learning about Buddhism it can be done by everyone. So, even if somebody wants to go deeply into Buddhism, a person can read books, can practice some teachings, even chanting some mantras, and not necessarily being part of the religion.
Thank you so much. Okay, the next question. Are there any rules or things to avoid in practicing Buddhism?
Oh, it's a question a bit more complicated, but the answer is yes and not. Uh, there are rules, yes, and the main rule is to do not harm others. Okay, do not cause pain to others, and it's one of the main rules. And in that sense, we can see that not harming others is a universal rule that should be applied for everyone. If we think in this way, we will see that there is no rule for practicing Buddhism. So the answer is yes and not, because love and kindness it should be something natural and should be part of every human being. So, despite that, there is no any other rule for practicing Buddhism.
Hmm? Okay, thank you. So the last question. How can we reach a state of peace and happiness easily?
So, how can we reach the state of peace and happiness easily? Wow, it's an important question. In the Buddhism, we ask three things if we want to reach peace and happiness. The first is to take the decision and the vow to not harm others, including animals, and as much as possible. Yes, sometimes we step over some insects, but we do not do with intention. Um, so, not harming others will bring you peace, will bring you a peace that is, uh, I would say, inner peace, and that inner peace will open the door for happiness. So the second point is to understand the impermanence of everything. Yes, that's
Mhm.
very important. Like everything is changing and moving. Yes, everything is changing, but everything is not eternal. Yes, and when we understand that, we will be able to see the real nature that is behind everything. Yes, for example, a beautiful lady. Yes, her body is gonna change, but her real beauty is not going to change. Even if she's 70, she will still cute and beautiful. So if we can understand the impermanence and that what we see now is not the reality, we will be able to see the real nature. And the real nature is brilliant, is light, and at the same time is spiritual. So this will bring us happiness because we're happy when we see beautiful things. So if we can see the beauty in everything and we can understand the impermanence, we won't be attached to those things and we won't harm others, so we will have peace and happiness. So those are the teaching of Buddhism.
Mhm. Wonderful teachings. Thank you so much. And do you want to conclude your short speech about Buddhism today?
Oh, sure. I just wanted to say that it's not necessary to stop being Christian or Hinduism or being Muslim for practicing Buddhism. Actually, Buddhism is the science of mind, it's the science of life. So it's beyond religions, it's beyond God, even the concept of God. So what we are explaining is that we should be happy, but for being happy, we need to respect everyone. So, and that way will be peace in ourselves and peace in the world. And if we can understand the reality that everything is impermanent, but there in the deep of this impermanence lies the light of God.
Okay, thank you so much.
Mm.
And guys, if you like the video, please like and share and subscribe. And all the best to you. Thank you. See you later.
See you
Bye
later.
bye.